It's IndyCar's annual trip to Canada. Welcome to Toronto and the Ontario Honda dealers Indy Toronto. It's time to set the grid for tomorrow afternoon's race.
Already. As we already have. Oh no.
That's Toby Sowery?
No, it's Hunter McElroy, the 18 Dale Coyne car. And
can you reverse out of it? Let's see if we can get reversed.
That is a disaster. You see, he's already gone to the softer alternate green compound straight out of the pits. But Hunter McElroy having such a great weekend so far, settling in.
And guys, this is exactly what we saw yesterday in practice.
Well, let's see if we can fire it up and reverse out, bro. Settle in here, we're all right.
Both Alex Rossi and Linus Lundqvist shortly after found that tire barrier and/or concrete wall. Turn 8 really giving the drivers some issues. Here's a replay of what happened to Toby. It looks almost inch for inch what we saw from Lundqvist yesterday.
So brutal.
Winding down, Rasmussen right here. He's on 8th, but he's a quarter of a second to the good.
He's improving with each corner. This would put him right around, maybe just ahead of Newgarden if he can hang on. This is the corner 6 coming up where he just tossed it in with authority a couple laps ago.
But guys, Newgarden's on a lap that puts him close to the top of the pylon right now. He's early in the lap, but he's still within a tenth of the pole position time as Armstrong's
Rasmussen bumps Newgarden out. Dixon on a flyer.
And Rasmussen's going to get another one. And no one else is going to get another. So these are the last laps for everyone. Time expired. The first one to take the challenge is going to be McLaughlin.
Dixon lit up the rear tires out of turn 3. That's going to really hurt. You see, all of a sudden he went from green to red. Dixon outside looking in with a long shot.
One corner to go. Tough to make up a quarter of a second just in turn 6, and he's going the wrong way, T-Bell. Dixon out in first round of qualifying.
He had it, and then he just got a little too greedy with the throttle, spun up the rears as Newgarden is really close. 400ths.
All about the exit here. It's going the wrong direction.
Will Newgarden have enough? He does, but just for the moment, and many more still are going to be taking the checkers for the final time.
But not seeing much green on the pylon. Ferrucci here sitting 9th, not looking good to improve.
How about MSR and ECR? Meyer Shank, Ed Carpenter, both with cars transferring through to the next round. Going to richen up his engine mixture here for the big first flyer, but he's got some traffic. Look at the stack up coming. White lights are blinking, and this is a disaster for Pato. Oh, how are you going to start a lap here?
This is what I was talking about, guys. The stack up is always bad in IndyCar. Pato did a good job to get around those cars.
Yeah, but that's Teo Corsair in front of him, I believe. Teo's just trying to figure out his way around here. This is horrible.
And this is bad. This is very, very bad.
Smart decision, though, sorry, James, to bail out. Save your tires for another lap.
Well, he needs to get around Teo. I mean, just no offense to him. He's going to be so far off the pace. Even if you back up, you're probably going to catch him. He's only on his third, fourth lap of the hole.
They should get on the radio and just
100%.
say, Teo, you just pull over and stop and let Pato by.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like Will Power, maybe Agustin Canapino will be the last to get to the line in time to do another lap. But even right now, look at this. With Grosjean and VK very close together. I mean, that's definitely holding up Grosjean in a big way. He seems to be quite a bit quicker than VK at the moment. Now VK catching some lap traffic as well. That's Christian Lundgaard. 15 seconds left on the clock. They all get this one more lap. But guys, look how stacked together they are. VK all squirrely under braking.
Oh yeah, if you're Romain Grosjean, you're super bummed right now. He bails out. He's just going to come to the pits. He knows he's in traffic.
And he's in trouble. He's sitting 6th right now, but there are 5 cars.
1 minute flat ahead of Colton Herta.
And Power got to the line, so he's still got one more lap if he wants it.
And Colton Herta is already in the pits, but you only need to be in the top 6 here to make it to round 2.
O'Ward, 2.5 tenths down to 6th place, and doesn't look like he's on a flyer. He's backed off completely, so Pato not advancing to Q2. Christian Lundgaard, however, quarter of a tenth up to a half a tenth.
Both these cars, in fact, VK's right there.
2 corners to go before the all-start finish.
Both bump out Ray Hall and Grosjean, who are on the bubble.
Let's see what Lundgaard has. He will get to the line first in the 45 Hy-Vee Honda.
They look
VK right behind him.
They both look to have fallen off there at the exit of turn 3 through the next few corners. Not even close in that section. It was looking good for a while.
So Lundgaard only up to 9th. Christian Rasmussen, the rookie, advances for Ed Carpenter Racing. Rinus VK does not.
You know, you're looking for all the mechanical grip that you can get. Disconnecting the rear bar is going to give you a bit more, but what you give up is that tunability, as you know, that ability to just adjust the balance that tiny bit.
It's the tunability, and then it's the change of direction. If you disconnect the rear roll bar, it can be really lazy in a corner like right here, turn 6, or even in turns 8, 9, 10, 11, that directional change to complete the lap. You lose some of that dartiness that helps you crisply wind through this final section as Herta stays P1. Is that on blacks at a 1 minute .0?
Yes.
Sure is. Look out. That's quick.
Everyone's on primaries to start this. How close? Ooh. A little too close.
No, just fine.
Just fine?
Maybe took the Firestone off the tire, but I don't think he touched the rim.
You want your crew to know you're trying, Kev.
Even if you're a foot wide of that apex, there just seems to be no grip as Newgarden goes not only to the top, he goes under a minute.
This is pretty rough for Malukas, but also for Colton Herta, who I think was approaching the corner just as Malukas was coming back out.
So if that yellow flag had waved, then
there you see Colton got ahead, but if that affected, that'll put Malukas, that'll delete that quickest time.
So it's two things that happen. One, Colton could not.
Oh!
Huge save
Oh
from
my
Power.
gosh!
One hand off the wheel, but kept it on line.
That was seemingly a higher power reaching down to straighten out the Verizon car. That was crazy. Just what comes out of my mouth. This could have been, that's exactly what happened to Marcus Armstrong. This could have been a massive shunt.
It could have been.
I can't believe he made the corner. I can't believe he attempted to make the corner.
It just shows you how delicate the line is through that flat out kink in turn 7. You have to be all the way driver's right.
That's the craziest save I've ever seen here at Toronto.
And he's still pushing. And we're now into seeing the checkers. Next time across the line, Will Power is going to be the first one to see the checkers.
How about these guys? Rosenquist, Kirkwood, Grosjean, all super quick. This track is rubbering in fast.
And guys, again, Grosjean, Rahal, both currently inside the transfer zone. McLaughlin trying to get his way in on a nice lap right now, over a quarter second up with 1 corner to go.
Looks pretty good for Scotty Mack.
On the hybrid system.
David Malukas is going to lose his best lap and the ability to advance because he caused a yellow that affected another competitor. We saw him coming out of the runoff area.
Look at him too, quick enough, Kevin, to advance.
So that's his fast time that will be eliminated. It'll go back to his previous time. I don't remember what Malukas had on the board. It won't be fast enough to advance even if he could.
Rasmussen's trying, but to your point, Kevin, just not the grip there.
Yeah, he might be safe just to bring the car home at this point. Checkered flag. Does he go any better on the last lap? About the same, almost identical.
A little bit wide there for McLaughlin.
Big lockup on the right front. He was able to release the brake pedal, and this is not good for Roman Grosjean. That's over in turn 8.
But there is no one behind him at all, so I don't think he will have impeded anyone.
Agree.
He was last of those leaving the pits.
I don't think there's much left on that right front, though.
Wouldn't you just come straight to pit lane and swap them out? Grosjean stays out, maybe just to see do I have a horrible vibration or is this survivable? Colton Herta rounds. He'll hit the timing line here. He'll get one more shot if he wants it, if he needs it.
And remember, Kirkwood's heading into turn 3, but this is essentially only 3 corners to go.
There goes Herta, 59.7. That's now the marker. McLaughlin, 59.9. How about Kirkwood?
It's like it's taken these used greens a lap or two to get the temperature up, get that grip. We're starting to see some more laps improving.
Malukas up to 3rd.
Kirkwood going to be close.
Kirkwood with a shot. There it is.
To the top, provisional pole. He's got one more if he wants it, but I think that might be all he has.
But this is trouble for him. Colton Herta going even quicker now.
He had a little bit more of a gap than that before he got to turn 1. Trending the wrong way a little bit. Out of 3, how does it look? Now he's going back the right direction. Here we go. The 60 is going to beat him to the line.
60 might be good enough for third. He is.
Rosenquist does slot into third. By the way, Kirkwood is on the pit lane. Herta by a 10th. Herta, provisional pole. Last one to cross is Scott McLaughlin. He does not have enough. It's Colton Herta for the third time this year on pole.
Kevin, you talked about Colton Herta with 14 poles now at just age 24. Keep in mind, Will Power, 70 poles. He was 25 years old when he became an IndyCar rookie. So Colton Herta on a really good path again today in Toronto, showing the speed.
That's a wild stat. I hadn't realized that. Shout out to Graham Rahal there. Solid effort inside the top 10. There is Will Power alongside Augustine Canapino, top rookie, and Christian Rasmussen there outside of row 6.
A lot of fast cars coming from beyond the midfield.
Well, row 9 will be one we'll be watching very closely. That DHL Honda for Alex Palou. It'll pop those yellow colors, and he'll be looking just to survive, frankly, on the opening laps without any contact from all the chaos that we see here at the start in Toronto.
And he's been perfect so far this weekend. Fastest in both practices, fastest in qualifying. How do you do it tomorrow?
Hopefully we stay the same. You know, this thing's been a rocket ship all weekend. Really has been the past few races. Just luck hasn't turned our way this year for a win yet, and I'm hoping it's here tomorrow. The Gamebridge Honda's been very quick. We've always had good results here, and I hope we can transfer that tomorrow.
When you have a car like this, what is it like to just kind of manage the expectation of, okay, we have the best car here. We know we should do it. What is that pressure like?
It's a little bit more because you know one of the Andretti Global cars should be on pole, and luckily we got it. So happy to do that for the team. Kyle did a great job getting up there as well, so we'll have a good showing up.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.